good nature and would be people who would regularly want to do this kind of thing on your own, but in this case I will be paying you regardless. If you take on this task, I promise you each 1,000 gold and one of my magic items from my vast hoard from adventuring. Does this sound amenable to you?
I'm just happy to help.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Very well.
Wait, are there demons?
There might be. I'm not
Shit.
sure.
I'm sick of demons.
I'm not currently aware of any, but with this kind of necrotic magic, on this scale, anything's possible.
What did demons ever do to you?
Everything.
Well, she says that explains almost nothing. But all right.
It explains everything.
She will say, very well, if you guys agree to this, you will be working together as a team and journeying to the land of Cholt. If you have not heard of this place, it is a land of jungles and monsters. Sounds great, doesn't it?
Fantastic.
Sounds beautiful.
Very exotic.
And as she's talking to you guys, she kind of whips her hand around and produces a contract for each of you. And it basically stipulates that you guys will leave forth hence to the land of Cholt to find an object called the Soulmonger. To find it and destroy it. And for compensations, you will pay the aforementioned gold and magic item.
Before signing, I asked her, how does she know that it's this soulmonger that's causing the people to start dying and not resurrection magic to be working?
I have reliable sources who have informed me that this is the case. I would stake my life on it, as I am currently.
Okay, I will gladly help you, and I sign the contract right away. You have my word.
I tell him I'm happy to strike down this evil and help the downtrodden people of Cholt and the rest of Neverwinter and the Forgotten Realms. And I sign the contract.
I sign without saying anything.
All right.
I sign and hand it back.
Does
I
anyone
quickly
not
sign and hand it.
Okay. All right. If no one doesn't sign it, then we're all good. The contracts, she takes them back. They disappear from her hands, and she says, "Very good. I will provide you with some information of what I know that's going on in the land of Cholt that may be of some concern to you guys, and then I will promptly teleport you guys to the Port Nyan Zaru, which is basically the only hospitable city in Cholt." Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Do we have like a contact there we're gonna meet up with?
She says that if you desire more information, you could potentially talk to one of the merchant princes, and they might be able to help you. And she'll explain that the port city is kind of run by these 9 merchant princes, and they all kind of have control over a certain part of the trade that goes around in the town. And she says that she is friends with the magic using prince named Wakanga Otamu. If someone wants to write that down, I can spell it for you. If not, then that's fine.
Yeah, if you could put it in the chat.
Let's see if this works.
I took a couple notes of.
Okay. And she says if you guys talk to him and mention her, he might be able to help you. There are 3 main enemy groups that you really need to worry about when going to Chult. One, she has heard about only recently, that the Red Wizards of Thay, whom you will all probably know are basically an organization of wizards who are their sole purpose is to become liches, and they are run by liches, so they're bad news. The Red Wizards have started searching the jungles of Chult, looking for the Soulmonger. She kind of speculates that this might be because liches need to drain souls to remain undead. So that they might potentially want to help you guys, but you shouldn't trust them no matter what. The other really big faction in the jungles are the Yuan-Ti, the snake people. They're kind of deeper in the jungle, but they have a large force that's in the jungle, and they're led by a figure named Rasnisi. If I need to spell that too, I can do that. So yeah, keep an eye out for those guys. And lastly, this is kind of just like a general thing, but undead and dinosaurs kind of freely roam everywhere in the jungle. So expect that.
What about undead dinosaurs?
Possibly.
To know?
She says if you see an undead dinosaur, I suggest running. And yeah, she says if you guys have any further questions, I would be happy to let you know. Anything that I would already know, I've given you. But if you have additional questions, feel free to ask now before I teleport you.
Where does she want us to go after we teleport? I mean, we can talk to the Wakanga dude, or is there like a specific lead she has?
She suggests to you guys that once you get into the port city, you can either, spend some time in the town getting used to the climate and the atmosphere. You could go find the merchant princes and start maybe getting on their good side. But most of all, she suggests finding a guide who knows the jungles of Chult, because it will be easy to get lost without one. She says there's many guides in Chult who will probably be up for helping you. I think I just heard the donation sound. Oh. Alright, Mater. My sister Mia donated a healing potion to you.
Sick! Thanks,
I
Mia.
need healing in the node.
Dude, I'm fucking Genji. I need healing.
So, this is probably a good time to explain, but
Thanks,
you
Mia.
have a handouts folder in the journal tab, and there should be a bunch of mysterious notes in there. This is for when you guys get magic items that aren't regular magic items, which there are going to be a few, so that you guys can write them down and reference them whenever you guys want. They're public for all of you. But in this case, the healing potion, I think, should be here, that I can just give it to you.
Will it just pop up in my inventory?
Yeah, you can search it in the compendium and then just drag it to your character sheet.
Is it just healing potion, or is it minor healing potion?
Yeah, just a regular healing potion. Or wait,
Oh.
it was $5? Isn't that the greater healing potion?
No, greater's $10.
Oh, greater's $10?
It's not coming up in the compendium.
I think potion of healing?
No, greater's $10.
Here, let me type in
$10?
healing. Okay, there we go. I typed in healing potion. Apparently that doesn't come up
Yeah, no, it's called potion of healing, so.
because the search is crap.
Yeah, but thanks, Mia.
Thank you, Mia.
Before I forget, because I forgot to do this at the beginning, I wanted to thank the people who donated before the stream started. So, Mr. and Mrs. Motter for the $100. That's really awesome. Thank you for donating that amount.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
You guys have already put us like 25% of our goal. Along with Mr. and Mrs. Rubalcaba, Anthony's parents, and Miss Julianne Ota, one of our friends' moms, for the $50. Thank you for donating. Yeah, forgot to do that at the beginning, but yeah, you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
So yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, she will teleport you. Does anyone have any objections to that?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Alrighty then. Let's see if I can give you the map. Oh, she'll also hand you a map of Chult. So let's give you the port, the map of Chult first. It might take a second to load because it's kind of populating a bunch of
Yeah, it's loading
stuff.
in.
What a wondrous land.
That's a lot of hexagons.
Yeah.
Are we
so
playing Civ?
the reason why there's a lot of hexes, especially white ones, is that is unexplored area for you guys. It's kind of like unknown. So no one has like documented anything about what those areas contain. There are people who kind of like know general directions to some major places in the jungle, but no one's kind of like mapped it out. Just so you guys know, you guys will be in Port Nyanzaru. You guys should see a party token that has a red aura around it, and that will depict where you guys are at as a party. I'll explain map travel in a bit when you guys actually leave the town, but I just figured I'd show it to you guys for now.
What is the orange glow effect? Or will you explain that when you explain map travel?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Does it actually mean something, or is it just to make it easier to see the token?
I believe it does mean something. I'm pretty
No,
sure
it's like
I know what it
it's like
means.
overlaid on the map.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what it means, but I'll read about it in a second.
Like this stuff.
Yeah. But for now, here is the map of the city. It should be loading for you guys.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Ooh. It's a pretty big place.
Like the gas pits.
Yep.
What is it with these people putting north not on the top of the map?
Oh, What are you gonna do?
North
well.
is on the east of the map, though.
Yeah, it's on the right.
It's a dwarf map. Come on.
So yeah, you guys get teleported in here. Actually, for this map it's probably fine, but just so you guys know, in future maps I have like a party token so that it kind of signifies where you guys are at as party. But for now, I think it should be fine. So you guys get teleported in, and you appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar
In what?
sounds. Oh, can you guys not hear me?
You keep cutting out.
Yeah, your mic cuts out every now and then.
Let me.
You want to adjust your sensitivity or whatever.
Alright. Is that any better?
So far.
Okay. Let me know if I have more issues.
Okay.
You appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted